As Gaddafi's opponents surround the last holdouts of his supporters, few clues on where the man himself may be. A Tuareg source in Niger tells CNN that several small Libyan convoys, a handful of vehicles in each, have crossed the border after leaving the oasis at Tragan in southern Libya, but not Gaddafi.
These are people who are on the run. They are afraid that people will recognize them, and it's easy to recognize someone if they are in a big convoy.
The Tuareg, who live in the vast desert of northern Niger and Mali, had a long relationship with Gaddafi's regime. Peter Gwynn writes about it in September's National Geographic magazine.
The genius of Gaddafi has been his ability to cultivate allegiances or relationships with many tribes in the region, not just the Tuareg, and play them off against each other. He's the ultimate hedge fund trader in this regard.
Gwynn is just back from Niger, where he spent time with Tuareg rebels. Gaddafi recruited many to fight for him, an estimated 10,000 according to one Tuareg leader. As the Libyan revolt began, recruiters for Gaddafi promised Tuareg $1,000 a month to join the military. Hundreds did. Gwynn recently met one of those fighters who'd returned here to the city of Timbuktu in Mali. He'd fought against the rebels in Misrata, a city the regime said it would clean of rebels.
And I asked him, did that actually happen? And he said half of Misrata was cleaned. They killed everyone. And I said, what about civilians? And he said, everyone. And what about women and children? And he nodded his head, yes.
But as the rebels made gains, many of the Tuareg mercenaries tried to escape across Libya's desert and mountain ranges. Now they pose new risks to their already fragile homelands.
Weapons are coming out of Libya, and not just AK-47s and small arms, but also, people are talking about surface-to-air missiles.
Gwynn says the Libyan revolution is a tsunami for the region.
And the ripple effects of that are going to be felt not just in Mali and Niger and Algeria, but in Mauritania, in Nigeria.
Niger, in the grip of a prolonged drought, has already seen 200,000 of its citizens return from Libya. And it has a growing problem with al-Qaeda in the Islamic Maghreb, a group that's made money by kidnapping Europeans and is building up an arsenal. Tuareg leaders fear al-Qaeda may exploit renewed instability in the Sahel.
Al-Qaeda is a great problem. So to calm down the Libyan who fought, we are telling them that Niger is doing this for humanitarian reasons. If you don't help them, then Al-Qaeda will take them.
While they've shown no support for Al-Qaeda, the Tuareg have a long history of rebellion against the governments of Mali and Niger. The Niger Tuareg say they've been neglected and marginalized, while the government has made millions out of uranium mined from their land. Now their sponsor is gone, and their future's more uncertain than ever. Tim Lister, CNN, Atlanta.